What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Electrician's Broom. Today we're going to go over the wiring and the function of a three-way switch. Looking at our wiring here, this is going to be our power source. This is a 2-wire that goes into our first switch location. Out of there we have a 3-wire referred to as the travelers that go to our second switch location. And then out of that switch we have a 2-wire that goes up to our light. That is the most important thing to remember, is that on one switch you have a power source coming in, and then on the other switch you have a switch leg going out. I've separated the jacket on our 3-wire or our travelers that go from switch to switch just to show you that there's two different paths for the current to travel. Same as a normal switch, you're going to put your neutrals together as well as your grounds with a pigtail. Now all we have left is our line or our switch leg, which is going to be referred to as our common wire for a 3-way setup, and we have our traveler wires. If you're enjoying the video so far, I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. Now we can move on to our switch. So on our switch, we're going to have 3 terminals. And the reason why the line or the switch leg is referred to as the common is because on our switch, we have a black screw. That is where your common wire goes. And then we also have a brass screw and another brass screw. Those two are going to be for your travelers. This is going to be for your common wire. We have our switch hooked up, and like I said, our black screw is going to be our common, which would be our switch leg or power source. And then we also have our traveler wires hooked up to the brass screws on the switch there on the top and over here. We have our light installed, both of our switches are installed. Now we can take a look at how this works. So we have power coming in on our common side for our switch. We also have power traveling on our black traveler wire, which goes over to our second switch location, but our light is not on. So if we switch this, we are then allowing current to flow on our black traveler wire. If we switch it back, it's allowing current to flow on our red traveler wire, which is not allowed over here. But if we switch this, it changes the current flow to the red wire. Switch it back, current flow on the black. Switch it again, current flow on the red. That's how you wire up 3-way switching. It's very common in locations like hallways, because say you're walking down the hallway, you get to the end of the hallway, you can turn it off here instead of having to walk all the way back and turn the lights off. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. Thank you for watching.